Hello, good afternoon everybody. Hope all are well. Today at the Moli Robotic Cooking Show, we will be cooking a Vietnamese stir fry, a steak and asparagus Vietnamese stir fry. This is from a very famous. This is from a very famous British chef, a Vietnamese chef by the name of Thuy Diem Phum, and we will now start the recipe, and I'll show you how the system works, how the containers are loaded, how the utensils are prepared, and how to activate the whole cooking process. So let's jump straight into the menu. Today we are on YouTube and Instagram, and if you do have any comments, please do send them through, and I'll be happy to answer them as best as possible. If there's anything more technical that you require, you can always email us at sales@moli.com, and I will get my technical team to get back to you with any answers if you have any technical questions. So let's fry away. Let's go straight into the menu. So we go to our recipes. Now this is all on a tablet, and you'll see all the different recipes that are available. Now we have lots of recipes worldwide, vegan, vegetarian, low calorie recipes from lots of different parts of the world. Spanish, Italian, Indian, Vietnamese, Thailand, African, and so on. So there's lots and lots of different recipes to choose from. Healthy recipes using lots of fresh ingredients as well. So let's go straight into the steak and asparagus Vietnamese stir fry. So here we have the list of ingredients required. Now this information we have on the tablet is very clear. It tells you exactly the quantity of each ingredient. It also tells you the equipment required to make this particular recipe. In this occasion, it's a medium pot and a slotted spatula. And also we have nutritional facts, which is what we have on all our recipes, to give you an indication if you're concerned about the level of salt, fat, carbohydrates. This is very useful, so you can see that in every single recipe. This particular recipe has no salt in the recipe, but instead it's seasoned with fermented sauces like soya sauce and fish sauce. So this is a really nice way to show you in this particular recipe how you don't really need to use salt all the time. You can use other ingredients instead. So let's go straight into the robotic cook. Now here we have a very diagrammatic view of our cooking system. You can see on the left is where the utensils are stored, and on the right you can see where the containers will be positioned with each of the ingredients, so the robotic arm will be able to grasp and use to do the whole cooking process. So let's go straight in. Now some of the ingredients, just to save a bit of time, have been prepped earlier, but I'll show you how the process works in terms of loading the ingredients. So first set of ingredients is the ribeye steak and the toasted sesame oil, fish sauce, light soy sauce, ground black pepper and garlic. This goes into the container indicated on the diagram, so it's the large container at the bottom shelf. I'll confirm location and confirm it's in position. So next item on here are the red peppers and the onions, indicated that it can be located on the top shelf or the bottom shelf. So I'll put it on the bottom shelf on the far right. Confirm. Next are the asparagus and the spring onions. I'll locate that on the top on the far right. Confirm. And I'll come back to the spring onions and the coriander because I want to show you how our integrated scale system works. So the whole system is very informative in terms of not only the actual ingredients, the initial weight required, but you can also check the weights of the ingredients on the tablet as you're loading the whole system with the ingredients. So I'll come back to that and show you how the scales are operated. Let's go straight to the dark soy sauce, the lime juice, oyster sauce, sweet sauce, sweet and sour sauce, fish sauce, and light soya sauce. Location number 2 on the top shelf. Confirm. And back to the spring onions and the coriander. Now, as I mentioned, we've got an integrated scale system. So simply select the container. We turn on our scales. And on the tablet, you'll see that the scaling system has been activated. We'll put the scales on, put it down to 0. There we go. So your first set of ingredients are the spring onions, which is 20 grams. So we'll measure in 20 grams of spring onions. Slightly over, that's fine. I like my spring onions, so that's not a problem. Let's go back to 0. Now we put in the coriander, which is 12 grams. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, a little bit slightly over, but that's okay. It's only a slight amount. So that's all done. So that's way. So you can see how the scale system's linked to the tablet. So it just makes everything a lot easier when you're processing the recipes in the containers. So let's confirm that in location number 3 on the top shelf. Yep, confirmed. And there you have it. So those are all the ingredients prepped and loaded. Next action is the actual pot itself, the equipment required. So medium pot, there's an indication on the diagram here in the front left, and that's already in position and just locked into the bracket, just to stop it from moving around when the stirring process is being used. So that's confirmed in location. And also the spatula. Now the diagram is very important just to make sure that the spatula is in the right direction. You don't want it in the opposite way, otherwise the stir won't be as it should be. Remember that the actual robotic arm, all the movements mimics the chef's movements when he's cooking this particular recipe. So all the actions and all the movements and the rotating of the grippers and so on is all exactly the same as the chef would cook this particular recipe. So let's confirm that in position. And there we go. So there's probably one more. Confirm. And finally, sorry, on the ingredient side, there is olive oil going into this particular recipe. Now that olive oil is cut from the normal olive oil dispenser, normal container. And I'll select that. And that's already in position on the top shelf, number 1 on the left. Confirm. So there you go. So all my recipe ingredients have been loaded. All my utensils are ready, and the equipment is also in position. So let's start cooking. Now, you probably notice the voice notification in the background. That's quite an important feature as well. So you could be cooking in a certain part of the room whilst the system starts to cook a recipe. At least you'll be able to hear exactly what's going on during the whole cooking process. It enables you to keep an eye from start to finish. Now, in this particular recipe, we've used asparagus, but that can be, a swap for any other seasonal vegetables, for example. So if you may not want to put asparagus, you may want to put another type of vegetable in season, and you can certainly make an adaptation to the recipe. So it's fully customizable when you want to cook it. In the recipe itself, we've used a ribeye steak, which is a fattier cut of meat. Again, this can be substituted for a leaner meat. So if you're really into the healthy lifestyle, healthy food, least amount of fat, etc., for any particular reason, it could be a dietary reason, it could be a health reason, or just general good health and healthy living, you can put a leaner meat instead of ribeye steak. So you can add that instead of using the steak that we've used today. Even though, the steak is also a very good source of protein and iron, and the actual peppers that we've used and the asparagus also rich in vitamin C. So that helps absorb the iron and makes this meal a lot more healthier as well. There we go. So the meat's sizzling away. It is, remember, a stir fry, so you'll probably hear a lot of sizzling in the background to get that real stir fry taste. So hence the actual frying sound that you can hear from the pan. So whilst it's being cooked, this is only a 12-minute recipe. This is quite a short recipe. In that time, if you've got any questions, please do send them through, and I'll be happy to try and answer them as best as possible. So we're presenting today from our showroom in the heart of London, 16A Wigmore Street. Our doors are open. The product is actually ready for sale for the market for both the residential and the commercial. So if you've got a specific requirement or request, send it through. Go onto our website, go to our contact us page and complete your details, send them through, and one of the team members will get back to you either with a phone call or with an email almost straight away. Let me check to see if there's any further questions. I had a question in from WGC OI82. How much does it cost? The starting price is £70,000. For example, £70,000 will get you the chef's table, which we call. It's basically this area only, and this can be integrated into an existing kitchen, or it can be integrated into a new kitchen. When I say new kitchen, I mean by all the furniture. We do all the furniture, as you see behind me. This is the X-Air model. We do all the wood veneer paneling, we do the Blum interior, we do the electric servo drive openings for the wall units, we do all the appliances, all the manufacturers we deal with, from Miele to Gaggenau to Siemens to Bosch and so on. So all the different appliance manufacturers are available. And just to my right behind me you see the B-Air model. That's a more compact version of this. So if you haven't got space for a peninsula or an island, you can go for a more of a back-to-wall kitchen, which is compact. And that one's finished in a high gloss. So we do high gloss lacquer, we do a matte lacquer, we do lots of different finishes on our kitchen furniture, together with the actual worktops as well. So we have access to all the different worldwide worktop manufacturers, all the different worldwide materials that are available, from Patagonia, which is from South America, which is a beautiful quartz marble material. Not only that, but that material you can have illuminated as well, so you can illuminate your worktop, which looks absolutely stunning. And we do also quartz, we do marble, granite, you name it, we do it basically. So we do all the different work surfaces as well. So there you see the onions and the peppers going in. And if you notice, I haven't done anything apart from load the ingredients, just prepare the equipment and the utensils. Other than that, I've not had to do anything with this recipe. The whole robotic system is cooking this recipe the same way the chef would be cooking it, the same temperature and the same timing. So this is going to taste absolutely lovely at chef quality. Got a question in from Illustrator Draw. Is it already available for purchase? Yes, it is. It's already available for purchase. It's patented, it's CE marked, and it's fully available. It's CE marked, it's certified for UK and Europe. It's also available in the States and the Far East, Ex Works. So that means that can be collected here from the UK. But yes, this is available as we speak, ready for the market. And question from Sai, which countries do you sell? So we supply worldwide. So we sell within the UK, within Europe, but we also do ex-works beyond to the US, the Far East, and so on. Question in from Illustrator Draw. Are the food containers and oil bottles specific to the robot, or standard ones would be okay? So we've used industry standard items. So the oil container is a standard oil container, oil dispenser. Salt and pepper shaker, standard salt and pepper shaker off the shelf. The actual spatula and the utensils that we use are made by KitchenAid, so they're just off the shelf appliances, utensils, and nothing specific required. We have trained the grippers to actually grip that particular utensil the way it should be for the cooking process. Scuba Fly, following your project for years. Nice to see that it is for sale. Now I need a way to convince my wife that we need this in our kitchen. Well, I don't think there's much convincing required, because this is, number one, saving time. Number two, you're having a healthier meal using fresh ingredients. And number three, there's nothing for you to do. You can spend more quality time, much more quality time with your family, with your friends, doing work, and being more productive in general, not only for the residential, but also for, I suppose, commercial market as well. Number one, Grandmaster Lee, where can I see full specifications? So in order to see full specifications, you need to just send us an email. If you go to our website, go to our contact us page, send us your details, send as much information as you can. If you can give us a workflow diagram, if it's for commercial or for residential, tell us the type of recipes you like as well, and that's for everybody. Send in your recipes. We're also happy to put on recipes, new recipes, traditional home recipes. We have an in-house chef, James Taylor, and we aim to put 3 to 4 new recipes per month. So it's great. It would be great to see lots of recipe requests come in as well. Another question in from Illustrator Draw. Have we got a dashboard for the robot to visualize cooking, remaining time, using ingredients, etc.? Yes, we do. So you notice not only that you've got voice activation in the background, but on the tablet, if we just go back to the tablet, you'll see there is a flagging system where it notifies you of each action it's about to perform. So you're able to see this maybe on an app on your phone, so you can keep an eye on the whole cooking, the whole recipe, and you can see what is about to happen and how far towards the end the recipe is being cooked. So you can really keep a close eye on the recipe. Question in from SCI. Need to chop the ingredients ourselves? Yes, you do. This is purely a cooking system. So this only cooks the meals the way the chef or professional person will be cooking a meal. So yes, you would have to prepare the ingredients, and remember, these are all fresh ingredients that you have prepared. Also, there's a function on there where you can get your ingredients. You can actually send reminders to somebody's phone to get these ingredients fresh just prior to the recipe being cooked. Or eventually we'll be having a function on there where you'll be able to have the ingredients delivered. So you can link into a delivery company, have the ingredients freshly delivered to your doorstep, take them out, prepare them, load them, and cook with them. So you can imagine the amount of freshness you'll maintain in your ingredient is to the maximum. That in turn obviously is going to be a healthier meal, giving you a healthier lifestyle, and that's really the massive ethos that we have. We really want to promote healthy eating. We do a lot of recipes which are high in nutrition, very low in calorie, and it's really good to have those sort of recipes, and it's something that a lot of people are now really focusing on to make sure they have a healthier lifestyle. Another question in from Illustrator Draw. Is there a specific minimum area required to install the robot? Are there any electrical requirements? there's no, well, the minimum area you probably want to be looking at, if you're looking at the minimum, it's the chef's table. So that's approximately 1250 by 1250 square, which is not taking up a lot of space. It basically takes up the same amount of space as 4 standard kitchen units, but it comes out a little bit further because you've got the shelving system on there as well. So you only need a small space. For electrical, no special electrical requirements because the whole system comes with a specially designed control box. Now this control box, the whole system is plug-in, so it works off 220 volts. So this is simply like a normal appliance. It's like a coffee machine, it's like a kettle, it's like anything else you have in your kitchen. You just plug it in and you're ready to go. A Scuba Fly does the robot clean as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't clean, but this is a fully sealed unit. So this actually just needs maybe a fiber cloth just to wipe it down once in a while. The way it cooks, it's so accurate, there's hardly much mess. So there's not really much cleaning involved. Containers, utensils, everything's dishwashable. So there's really not much manual cleaning to do apart from just a little wipe down, maybe just polish up the hob after the cooking process, but that you would normally do in the kitchen after cooking anyway. So it's nothing extra required for cleaning. So, as you heard, the recipe is now finished. So you may have heard the voice notification in the background. So, for example, I could be working at home. Now I've just packed up. I know I've just heard my recipe's finished. I've just finished off my last email. Now I'm ready for the evening, and my meal is ready. Then after the meal, I might go out and have some more time with my friends, for example. So it's a great system. It's good. It's very informative. And unfortunately, I won't be taste testing this one. I actually don't eat beef myself. So, but rest assured, the smell is absolutely phenomenal. It smells great. It smells exactly the way a stir fry should smell. And it looks great. I can see in the pot, it's a great looking dish. And I'm sure I'll be giving that to the staff here later on. And I'm sure they'll enjoy that later on this afternoon. But in the meantime, just like to thank you all for joining today. If you do have any further questions after this post, please do carry on contacting us through the website. We're on the Mowley website, contact us page. Even if you want to visit us here in London, we're on 16A Wigmore Street, the heart of London, our flagship showroom. And we'll have all these systems on show. We have the B-Air, the X-Air, we have the chef's table. If you want to see a demo, please do come in. We'll organize a demo. If you want to organize a design meeting, if you've got a kitchen that you're planning now, send in the details and we'll be happy to look at the designs and give you lots of advice and support you all the way through from start to finish. And but thanks again for joining us, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time for a brand new recipe. And goodbye. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you.